guys, and welcome to Endfield. I don't think I ever done anything like this for this game, which I probably should. It's been a while. Like, I started this game when it released. You can see it here. Where is it? Awakening Day. I started this day. I think it was right on the release, or maybe, well, very early. And I've really enjoyed it. I remember the crazy grind to get level 10. That was insane. I just played and played and played and played like a freaking crazy madman. That was truly insane. So I should probably speak about a few things about this game. The story. I think I probably should start with the story, which is like the most important thing. I really love the start of the story. Like admin awakening and like the mystery it has and kind of like trying to understand what's going on in Wally 4. That was really cool. But I think up to the point where we met Andre, it was like very cool and interesting. After that, it slowed down significantly. But personally, I know a lot of people like had a problem with that. I personally did not mind it that much because I spent most of the time on the map. I was just going around the map and exploring, and I really liked that. I really enjoyed exploring in the Wally 4. It was quite a fun, not gonna lie. But story-wise, like going around these kind of things, this felt more like a filler, not gonna lie. I think this is kind of like fillery area, but I like how it looks and kind of it's fun to explore because it's like so weird looking and cool looking. I think this story kind of picked up in Origin Lodge Spring, I think. Oh yeah, exactly. This is like where we had like a really cool boss, I think. Yeah, Triagalos. So this is where the story picked up again for me, and I really enjoyed this area and the story around it. It was really fun. The boss was absolutely amazing. I really loved Triagalos' boss. It was really fun. And yeah, like the story was again very interesting, and I loved how we kind of went through the zone in the story. It was very well done. I mean, the map looks crazy, but it's fun. And of course, Power Plateau, right? Again, really cool boss fight. So this is again when I enjoyed Wally 4 story, and I really like this portion. The parts between the start and this were kinda story-wise pretty, how to say it, bland-ish, I would say, because I don't think they put much into like characterization. I feel like if we are not talking about story in these two and the starting point, what was more interesting about these areas and their stories was actually side stories. And I think characterization of Edmin and Perlica were far more better in the side stories than whatever we got in the main story until we got here, because I really enjoyed these portions of the main story. Like anything around here, it was kind of like main story wise wasn't much like that enjoyable, but because of a lot of really fun and cool side stories where like Admin and Perlica had a lot of characterization, I enjoyed that. Yeah, sometimes I feel like side missions have more like characterization than main mission, which is kind of like, I don't know about it. I don't know about it. Maybe you should like try better. Right? So like I know many people did not like it. I did not have that much problem with that because I enjoyed exploration and the side stories were fun. But like it took me a long time to find Berlica enjoyable. It was just due to these side stories I kind of started liking her character because most of the time she was kind of like not emoting. She seemed like she has no emotions. But I guess she was like very businesslike, whatever. Mind that because of the main mission. She did not feel much like a proper character. Like the main trio kind of wasn't vibing with their characters. Like Edmund at the start was kind of interesting, but I don't like if like maybe the direction they're trying to do with him because honestly Edmund in the main missions is not really interesting. It's all the side missions where his character shines. In Wally 4 and even in Wuling. Like, I enjoyed side missions with admin far more than the main mission. And I really loved, what was it in the Wuling? Something Swordmancy, this area with Chan. It was so, I really love it. It was so short, but I really, like, enjoyed. It was just Chan and admin, and it was so much fun. Then we got to Wally 4. That was quite enjoyable, especially because Ardashir was introduced, and I am very interested about Ardashir and like his relationship with admin. We got a little bit more. Where it was? In this area. Yeah. The story. Previous patch, I think it was, with Zhuang Fanxi, I think is how she's pronounced. So like, I personally enjoyed that moment between Ardashir and admin probably like the most, honestly. But I don't, from like the Ardashir perspective, administrator or admin's personality in main mission is just weird. And I kind of did not like how he acted during that Ardashir segment bit much. Like admin, how he was acting. It was weird. It felt like it's because like they're trying to make him into like this really strong, cool guy. And there was a moment where admin looked like he's scared of him, which was weird because just prior to that, he was like fighting some really cool shit. And doing like some really cool stuff, right? So like it felt very weird and not consistent. I feel like they're not very consistent with some characterization, which is a huge problem. Not gonna lie. Not going to lie. And the characters, like story, like the Fanxi's patch story, the first half was really good. I really enjoyed it. The second part was my biggest problem because I really did not care about Fangxi at all. Like the story they were trying to do, I understand what they were trying to do. I understand. And that's the problem. I understand what they were trying to do, but I was not emotionally invested. And that is world when things do not hit as they're supposed to, even though you're seeing what they're doing and you understand what they're doing and what they're trying to do. It just is not hitting because the way they did it. And that's a huge problem with this game about the characters. Like the fighting, I really love it, and I am getting better at it because I sucked. Like I'm not good at this kind of playstyle or whatever. That's why Honkai Star Rail is like my most favorite game. It's like the game when I'm able to do endgame quite easily. I just recently was able to like get to the proper endgame. How is it called? The anomaly something when like you do all 3 endgames at full. And I was able to recently do that. And like I would say Honkai Star Rail's endgame is easy. Compared to Wuthering Waves or like fighting, far more easier. That's why I like endgame in Honkai Star Rail. It's easy. I don't really need to do like some dodging and parrying or whatever, which is really hard for me. No, it's super easy. So that's why I really enjoy it. Fighting like this is pretty hard for me. Oh my god, I just derailed. Where I was? I should probably talk about the characters. Yeah, so characters. We had many like character stories, and I would say like some were quite bad, some were kind of like okay-ish, and I think only one so far I really liked. So I'm going to be talking about that. Okay, I probably need to go to character. Oh boy. So we had many stories. Oh god. Who should I talk about first? Okay. Probably about like the starting ones. So Levatine. I know many people really like Levatine's character story, but it's because administrator. And I really love that part of that story too. Like, it really humanized administrator a lot. But the problem is, like, anything outside that quest, admin did not show any kind of that personality at all. So there is like this weird discrepancy between admin feeling like real actual human in Levatine's quest, and then like outside it he barely feels like it. Maybe in some side quests he is like acting more like a human person being, and not a god administrator he is kind of supposed to be. And like for quite a while I did not mind that. I was like, okay, yeah, like it seems he saved people, and people in this place, like he means a lot to them, so it makes sense he would be like a god to them and they would be constantly praising him. But like, because his character is kind of stale, it gets boring very fast. It gets boring very fast. So even I, despite did not mind it for a very long time, like longer than other people, I'm starting to mind it now a little bit. But Levatine's quest, well, I heard about Arknight, like the other Arknight game. Only heard, never played it. I don't know anything about it. Just a certain characters from this game are from that game. And I guess the original Arknight kind of works like Honkai Star Rail for Honkai Impact Third for Honkai Star Rail, because there is always tie-in, but you kind of don't need to play that game, right? It's not necessary, but there are always tie-ins. So certain characters from Endfield are from that original game, and she is one of those. But I think her quest was more for people which play that game, because I like what they did with admin, but honestly, that quest did not make me care about Levatine at all. I just don't care about her. I don't feel like there is anything interesting about her character, about her personality. Like, sad story, okay, that's sad, but like I said thousands of times, just because something is sad will not make me sad. I watched, read, listened billions of stories already, okay? I was a huge reader. I read more than 1,000 books in my lifetime, okay? So I came across tons of different kinds of stories. I watched over 500, like, watched and read together over 500 Japanese anime or manga. Every story which is, I almost read it or watched it. So like maybe I'm like a little bit harder with these kind of things because I already came across things like these. I need to be impressed, I guess. That's my problem. So, like, anything about her just did not really interest me, which is very sad. I love her design. I really love her design. She has such a cool design, and I was so disappointed with her, like, character quest, because I was like, well, wow, I don't really give a shit about her. That was so disappointing, and kind of made me a little bit mad. I wanted to care about her. She looks so cool. I have her. She's fun to, like, use in fights. She's really, like, cool fighting style, but I just don't care about her personality or character or, like, anything. Only good thing about that character quest was admin stuff going on, which is a shame quite a lot, not gonna lie. And we got Gilberta. She has so much personality in this little animation, right? So I was kind of excited for the quest because she shows so much personality here, and she's kind of cute, and I love her idols and this kind of thing. And I was very, very disappointed because, like, there was this, I think, 2 little moments when it got very serious and very emotional. And I wish they actually went deeper into these 2 emotional moments, because that would have been amazing. Instead, they went into something like, oh yeah, let's have Admin Gilbert a moment, which I'm like, okay, I don't know this girl much yet. She just appeared out of nowhere, despite Admin is supposed to know all these people, but, like, a lot of the introductions were kind of shitty, not gonna lie. With some characters weren't even introduced at all, which sucks, honestly. And it made me really disappointed too. So, like, I think Roberta's character quest was the worst, because it could have been really good if they focused on that emotional stuff, right? Because, like, what she was talking about, right, that was very serious and very emotional, and it could have, like, been really good for her character, but, like, they just throw it away. Like, you throw away something which seems to be so essential to characterization of a character, instead to do, like, some cutesy Admin Gilberta moment. That pissed me off. That sucks, not gonna lie. Then we got Wolfguard story. I actually quite like it. I only have one problem, and that's Admin felt like a total third wheel in that story. Like, he really did not need it to be there. I was like, okay, that's cool. We could have totally, like, watched Wolfguard doing this shit, right? And Admin really, like, kind of did not even have a purpose there, much of. You know, I felt like it would have been much more emotional if this was just a pure Wolfguard's quest. Which, I'm kind of noticing stuff that they are putting Admin everywhere, which reminds me of Wuthering Waves and makes me kind of worried. Like, can we have a story where Admin is not a focus? Is he, like, necessary to be everywhere? Because, like, the moment, for example, Honkai Star Rail started doing, like, different point of views, the story just became thousands times better, right? Like, yeah, Kalos is still very important for the story, but, like, it's more about the characters and, like, the relation Kalos has with these characters and with what is happening. And I really love that Honkai Star Rail got the different kind of point of views, because it makes the characters shine better. Admin and Wolfguard quest was, like, he really did not need it to be there. And I really liked that quest because it was very sad. Many people, like, misinterpret that whole quest, which is kind of sad, not gonna lie. I think they, like, think you are supposed to be surprised that his friend, which like is leading us through this quest, is actually bad guy. But like, I personally think that's not how it's supposed to be. You are supposed to know from the first go that the guy is kind of suspicious and something is going on with him. And you can, I mean, I had a feeling that you can see it even at Wolfguard, that he immediately kind of figured that out. He was just very hesitant and wanted to be like 100% sure that he knows what's going on. You know, there was probably like 10% of hope that what is going on like with that friend is not what he thinks is going on with his friend. And it was very sad because he was kind of like following him and playing into that, and in the end he killed him, right? That was like very, very sad, and I feel like if Admin wasn't there, it would have been even more sad. So I really like that because of kind of like Wolfguard introspection. That was really good. Like, if you really watch Wolfguard's emotions, there was actually plenty of emotions. I really like that. And then we have Rossi Quest, which kind of felt like a filler, actually. It was very ridiculous, I'm not gonna lie. Many things just kind of did not make sense, and I was kind of like not really into it. Similarly, like Rossi was like not into the idea to go there. But the moment she kind of started enjoying things, I was kind of enjoying it a little bit, and the whole area was really cool looking. That was like amazing. I just wish they kind of did it a little bit differently, right? Because like it felt extremely fillery. Like some decisions were just kind of like weird. They don't make sense. Yeah, like I've said, the character consistency is kind of weird with Administrator. Like, what the frig is going on here? I don't know, but it's weird. So, like, I kind of had a partially fun with it. And I really love the area and stuff around it. It just, when you start thinking about it deeper, it's kind of like super filler. You can't take it seriously, which is a problem. Honestly, you can't take this quest seriously, because the moment you take it seriously, it just doesn't hold on and doesn't stand on its own legs, because it's like a fan fiction. Yeah, I think it kind of feels like a fan fiction a little bit fan fiction-y, if you know what I mean, which is weird. So like, I wouldn't call it extremely bad. It's definitely better than Gilberta's. But I would say so far Wolfguard's is the best. Rossi and Levantine's kind of on the same, because despite Levantine's was kind of like, I did not care about her character, Admin's stuff was done very well, and Rossi, despite it's just super extra fanfiction-y filler, I had fun with it. For her character, it was also kind of like going into her kind of being a little bit more of a child, which was very sweet. She deserves that. So I really like that, like from kind of that, but I wish they kind of went a little bit more into that, like into her kind of enjoying being a child a little bit more. It was kind of just a little bit of surface level. And Gilberta's one is like the worst so far. Then the other one we got is Mifu. Oh my god. I did not like this one. I really did not like this one. It just, again, feels like a filler. And there are tons of really dumb decisions. Like the whole idea of having like some kind of tournament-ish stuff sounds amazing. That's a really cool idea, right? But like the way they executed it, even like her masters kind of like trying to her masters and Fangshi, right, especially Fangshi, kinda testing her was quite a cool idea. I just don't like how it was executed, because again, very fillery and kind of fanfiction-y, because instead, like, for example, this is Mifu, right? And Fangshi suddenly disappears and it's like, yeah, these three masters did it. First of all, how they would be able to do that? Are they really that strong? Second of all, instead of for Mifu to, like, when Fangshi disappeared, to, like, I don't know, break hell loose, right, and do like some actual job, what she's supposed to do, she just like took it weirdly. I don't know, it kind of did not make sense for her to not like organize some squad to try to figure out what's going on, ask multiple, like, I don't know, people and sections in a Wuling what's going on, trying to figure out what's going on, where's Fangshi, and like this kind of stuff, because like she disappeared and that kind of is like, yeah, maybe crisis is happening, maybe enemies just killed her or something like that. But like none of they, again, it wasn't taken seriously, despite Fangshi disappearing is extremely serious. Other than that, if they kind of like did not put that there and just, for example, if they just had like if Stockade and Woolingers had like some kind of cool tournament which was organized by masters and Fangshi, that would be like really cool idea how to kind of break the ice. No, I don't know, because like the portions of this quest were really fun. I just did not like how it was kind of like done. Yeah. And also Mifu's backstory was just really weirdly done. I think they could have done more for her character, because there were definitely like some really cool moments, but I feel like instead of getting more into her character, we were just like kind of focusing on something different. Again, admin was part of it. I feel like if this was about Mifu and, for example, she learns that Fangshi disappears, we could see her more vulnerable side, for example, like panicking a little bit or being distressed because what does this mean? And like I said, organizing some shit, trying to do something, some kind of actual job she is supposed to do, right? Then being emotional because of her masters doing this, despite it's like not actually what's happened. That was kind of messed up, not gonna lie. I would be kind of pissed off if I learned like that's what they were doing. And it wasn't shown, like she wasn't that much pissed off. I don't know, like if I learned that all of this is just like testing or some kind of like shit like this, I would be hella fucking pissed. And Mifu seemed like a character who would be extremely pissed. She only was kind of pissed at admin because he knew the truth and he did not tell her. But like, I don't know, I think Mifu would have been more pissed. So again, the characterization of a character was kind of like I said, it's wishy-washy. It's kind of like they're abandoning the characters for the quest instead of characters kind of going through the quest. Yeah, feels like it sometimes. So I really did not like it much, despite there were tons of really great ideas. It's just the way how they're done was kind of sucky. And the character I don't have, which is Yvonne, I actually like that quest the most. I really like it. It surprised me because like I kind of wasn't much into her character in the like main story. She really even did not appear that much. So I kind of like really did not care much about her. But like her character quest was very well done, and for me it was very emotional. I guess it's because I kind of cared for that little robot too. It was like the only emotional thing early in the Endfield. right? So like I was kind of like emotionally attached to the little robot. So for me, Yvonne's quest hit because I was on the same note. I know like some people did not care about that, but again, it's about like, I guess, emotional attachments. I cared. If you don't care about that robot, then like Yvonne's quest probably would not be hitting that much, right? But like I did care, so I really like that. So for me, Yvonne's is the best one for sure. Then it's Wolfguards, Levatines, and Rossies. And I think Mifus and Gilbertas are kind of like on the same thing. Like there's some really cool ideas, right? But execution is really horrible. It sucks because like Wolfguards and Mifu's quest, character quest, would definitely be much more better if admin wasn't like so tight to it. Like he could appear. I'm not saying he could not. He could definitely appear. But like if he wasn't so tightly tied to it, I think the characters would be able to shine much better. Yeah. And I need to play Camille's quest, which I'm kind of afraid because I really love his design. He really looks cool. Look at this. Who would not want a vampire, dude? I'm so happy. He's so hot. Oh my, he looks so cool. I'm scared that his quest is going to be shitty too. And I don't want it. Look at him. He's so cool. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm afraid. I'm so... Got him very early on. So I'm happy. And funnily enough, when I was pulling for his weapon, I pulled 2 copies. And like 1 10 pull. I did, I think, 3 pulls on his weapon. And in the last 10 pulls, I pulled 2 copies. Which is like hilarious. That never happened to me. But like, yeah, pull system. I do really like the pull system here. I know many people like don't understand it or don't like it, especially because like 120 pulls, but like it's guaranteed. Guaranteed. In other games I play, the guarantee is much higher, much more higher. And like, yeah, in Endfield they don't give you that much currency, but like they give you half. So it's, I think, about half. So it's same like with other gachas. I think in Honkai Star Rail, as a free-to-play, if you don't pay like any little bits, you get about like half of the guarantee. I don't know. I don't remember how it was in Wuthering Waves. If you like, maybe they give you slightly bit more. So I think here they also give you like at least a half a guarantee. So like you can definitely save for the characters, and so far you don't really need like their copies so far because they're extremely strong. And I really love this pull system because there's a chance of you to get a previous characters, which like might suck if you don't want a certain character, because when I was pulling for him I was kind of scared I'm going to hit like Fangshi, which honestly I don't like her fighting style, but like hey, if I would got her I would invest in her, I guess. But I got him early, which I'm very happy about. I think I got him like in 60 pulls or something like that. I'm very happy. That never happened before. Like all my other characters I just got around 120 or 110, so I'm very happy about that. But like with this pull system, back to the characters, when I was pulling for Levatine, I got Gilberta and one of her copy. Okay, so I got her and her P1 when I was pulling for Levatine. So when she appeared in the banner, I did not need to pull for her because I already have P1. Then there was Yvonne. I did not pull for Yvonne. Wasn't kinda interested, actually. I was saving for Rossi and Tang Tang. And then I was pulling for Tang Tang. Where is she? Where's my girly Tang Tang? I was pulling for Tang Tang, and I think I pulled for another Gilberta. And when I pulled for Rossi, I got 10-10. So I have P1 of Tang Tang because I pulled for Rossi. 3 Gilbertas because I pulled for Levantine. And Tang Tang. So like, and I got Pogranicznik. I got one of his copies from when there was like a free selector, and then I pulled him from one of those like pulls, but I don't know who it was. And I think when I was pulling for Mifu, I pulled Ember. She was like my only character I did not have from standard characters. Which is kind of funny because I know a lot of people were kind of unlucky with these pulls in Endfield, and they constantly pulled, for example, her. I only have like... She was done, like, she was for free, and I pulled one of her copy in the standard. One of these copies is from, like, the normal characters. Right? But like many people just pulled for her and were pissed. And I was so lucky because I was pulling some other like premium characters. So yeah, my luck, I guess. Very happy about that. So far I have almost all characters. Only where is it? Where can I... There must be like some character database. Item, facilities, weapon, threat, tutorials. I don't want tutorials. Where do I see all the characters? Okay, I don't know. Where can I see it? Okay, it would be easier if I look here. So the only characters I don't have from like premium ones is Yvonne, because I did not pull for her. I was saving for Tang Tang and Rosie. And Zhuang Fengxi because I don't like her playstyle. And I was able to pull for everyone. Like, yeah, I did a little bit off, but like that's not much. I didn't spend much, so I still have like tons of saved. Pretty good, I would say. Really, really good. Really, really good. I'm very happy about that. Of course, I'm like protocol pass. This one is for free, which is really cool. I pay for my one because like I want more shit. But like, I would say for light spender, lots of benefits. I don't have all the weapons. As you can see, I have tanks because it come kind of early. I don't have Rossies because I was kinda dry after Tang. I have Levantines. I don't have Gilbertas. But they're like, the BP weapons are quite a good ones. So I use them. Like I said, I was very lucky with the Vampire Boy. Got 2 copies. And also got Mifu's weapon quite early. So like, it's possible, you just need to pull. So like, if you're not pulling for a character and don't have enough pulls, you probably won't have enough pulls for weapons. I still have plenty of left. So like, yeah, and I sometimes buy things here because they are like, I bought Jad for my Avivena. Oh my god, Avivena, she's my like most favorite character to use team because I have her very built. Like, you've seen, I don't have any of like these characters built at all, so they need to wait. Yeah, like I spent everything on my Avivena. Everything. She's very well built. She's fun. I love her playstyle. Very unique. Not easy. Very unique though. Levatin. Though I don't have this one thing. Yeah, other characters I did not invest it much in them, so need to change that quickly. Yeah, need to change that very, very quickly. So I do really like the pull system. Copies are not needed for now. That's pretty good. We'll see how that will be in the future, but it like doesn't seem that important for now. So maybe like I don't know how it will be. This game is very new, few months only, right? So far there is meta, right? Some characters are stronger, but like there is no, I mean, now we have kind of like endgame stuff, right? The contingency contract, but like you can use 4-star characters, 5-star characters for it and make it easy. There are some people which like use some like not premium characters for this. I'm really happy for this event because this is the event which kind of made me lock in and actually figure out how the fighting works and how it should be done. I don't know like if this is going to be my best record. I use Abuvena's team. I don't use like physical team with Mifu or Rossi, which are obviously stronger. Abuvena's team is not that strong. Even if I use P1 Gilberta. And I'm not that good to be able to do that. But like, this is my most happiest. I'm so proud of it. I literally locked on. I literally locked in. Despite like this type of game style is very hard for me and I was able to do this. You have no idea how hard it was for me. You have no freaking idea. You have no idea. So like, these are my biggest achievements and I'm very proud about them. Like these down here. I actually figured out how to play Abuvena's team properly, so this was possible. Radagan was possible, yeah. I need to like figure out more teams. Now I'm trying to figure out a last right team. Okay, who exactly, what are all the characters I have? Yeah, last right, Shaihi, Tang Tang. So yeah, it will take me a little bit of time to figure out how these characters kind of work with each other, because recently I kind of was trying Chen and I realized how much lift is fun. There are certain reactions, like at first the fighting system seems extremely easy, but like you need to figure out about the reactions, about the timing, about the combos, like how should you combo things, when you should use battle skills. It's actually like quite not easy. Yeah, you cannot just like mash buttons. Maybe in an overworld that's easy, but like in contingency you cannot do that. So yeah, this is like my proudest stuff. Can't wait to get this and this. Please be fast. I think I already got like everything from the shop. Okay, except this. So yeah. I guess I still have a little bit. This is the next one I cannot put on myself. I don't think I will be able to do that. Maybe I should try again. Now I need to go to this little motherfucker. Come on. No, I cannot see what is happening. Okay, come on. Oh, okay. Should have used spears. Okay, come on, big boy. Okay. Oh, move. I love the leaf so much, so satisfying. Oh. Go away from here. Okay, there's the big boy. Oh shit. It's one hit? Yeah. I don't think I will be able to do this. Shit. Come on. Shit, did not notice that other stuff. Beach. You're so annoying. Come on. Oh, come on, go away from here. Ah, this is not gonna be easy. Ah, shit. I don't like it. Being in the middle of them is not a good thing. Move. Okay. Move away. Nice. At least I'm learning that I can lift 2 things at once. I did not know that. I did not play like this at all. Shit. Bad timing, bad timing. Oh, I died. Well. Oh my god. Yeah. I don't think I will be able to do that. This is as much as I can go. That's enough. This is way too much. Yeah, damage dealt by enemies is way too much. Enemy HP would now be such a problem. Ah, this is kinda annoying also. Like, this is way too much. Yeah, it poses quite a challenge. I'm not a madman. Like I said, I cannot dodge. I am not very good at dodging, so like... being even able to go this far is enough for me. Maybe I will try to like... main max that whole team. But... it's like... not as easy as some other characters, like physical with Mifu and Tang. Physical with Mifu and Rossi is probably far more easier, I would assume. But I don't have them both. So yeah, I guess that is all for now. I was having... Endfield is quite a fun game. I am enjoying it. Not going to lie, there are a few things I don't like and I'm kind of worried about. Yep, makes sense. But also plenty of things I like about it. The gameplay is fun, especially when I'm learning stuff. Exploration is very much fun, especially in the new area where there are like well, not invisible walls, but like you need to hit them so the walls like reveals. Fake walls. It's a lot of fun. All the side quests are lots of fun. Can wait to do this side quest. I need to hurry up. Can't wait for it. And I still have plenty of time to do this, so I will do it. Yeah. I'm kind of worried about the story here, but we'll see. We will see. And I guess I'm going to be saving for the next character. Pretty much. Yeah, I do really enjoy it. Despite some story and character writing. Yeah. We'll see. I hope it won't end up like Wuthering Waves, which... like, I also saw a lot of interesting things, but there were things which I really did not enjoy. Especially about character and story writing. Like I said, story and characters are most important thing for me, so if I'm not vibing with it, despite it's fun game to play, I might quit. Not going to play a game I don't enjoy. Yeah, we'll see about that. But so far I'm having plenty of fun.